Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
Good morning. I have the world's biggest to-do list to get through today, so I thought I could bring you guys along because there's going to be a lot of running around, a couple of DIYs. I am having a little bit of a mental breakdown about needing to organize a bit more of an office space for myself at home, and I have to say I've got a couple of regrets about this apartment now because it is definitely what is in my budget, so I mean I have to deal with that regardless, but it is not really suitable now that I'm going to be running the business because I need more of an office space. So I'm thinking I need to take my desk out of where it is in my room and like put it out in the living space so I can create a little bit more of a formal desk area. I really want to go to Bunnings and Officeworks and just like kind of get some supplies and things to make that happen. And I also really need to just reconfigure a little bit more of that area and redecorate a little bit of the apartment. So everything has just been a bit of a shambles. I've got an unmade bed, I've got washing on the floor, and it has quite literally just been one of those weeks where I'm just not kicking goals. So as I was on a little bit of a walk this morning, I set myself a to-do list. So I've still been doing the Pilates challenge. I think I've done 9 classes now out of the 28 days, which is pretty good. I don't really feel like I can do any more than that because I'm just aching all over. So I'll start up again on Monday and do another 4 to 5 days next week. But yeah, I'm kind of really enjoying a bit of a break from the body fit stuff just because body fit's obviously like hard cardio and weights and all that kind of stuff, and Pilates is that real like lengthening and toning, and it's just a lot more chill, even like the music and stuff there in the morning. So I think that was the perfect choice for me at the moment while I'm looking for something a little bit calmer. But anyway, I need to do a really quick clean around the house. So I'm going to show you my favorite little life hack. I swear I've shown this in some videos before, but I've got this timer cube and I will literally just put it on for, it's got a couple of different sides on it, but I'll just put it on for 15 minutes and do as much as humanly possible in my house. And then I'm going to head out because I really want to go to Bunnings, which is in Port Melbourne. That's like the better store. There is another one in Hawthorne, but it's really crappy and small because it's sort of like a metropolitan one. And then I think Officeworks, then the post office. So there's quite a few things that I really, really want to tick off my list. So let's get going. I just did a random Coles shop. So I thought I would show you what I've got because I never get the chance to walk around slowly. But now I'm working for myself, I can kind of set my own morning routine. And I actually found quite a few good things in the freezer cabinet that I wanted to share because I think it would be really useful as healthy meal ideas. First thing were these 2 varieties of veggie rice from Bird's Eye, and I think they were only about $4 each. So cauliflower rice on the left and carrot, collie and broccoli on the right. And these are really good substitutes for ordinary rice because it has about 90% less carbs and it's literally just veggies. So I like that they're frozen because the fresh ones can go off really quickly, but I thought that these would be great to have in the freezer if I'm running out and I need to find something as a healthy switch. Next up are these deli roast veggies from Bird's Eye. It's potato, pumpkin, red onion and carrot, and they're already pre-seasoned, so you could quite literally just chuck these on an oven tray and it would be good to go. Another super handy and cost-effective thing I found were these chopped onions that are snap frozen. I think this was literally $2.20, and what a great idea to have in the freezer so you can quickly throw them in if you're cooking up a breakfast omelette or stir fry or anything like that. I also liked the idea of these vegetable gyoza as a bit of a quick lunch. So sometimes on the weekend, Jazz and I are just running around and I'm not really sure what to make for him because I would just have a salad, but I feel like guys want something a little bit more filling. So this is a really good option. You can just steam them or microwave them or even pan fry and just have with some soy sauce. And these were half price, so I think I got them for $8. Lastly, I got some raw prawns that I usually like to do in a stir fry, and these were $18, I think, for 500 grams. And I finally started paying attention to how much things cost. And in the normal fridge cabinet for 200 grams of prawns was like $14. So this is a really cost-effective way to get more for your money. So in an annoying turn of events, I was just about to keep filming for you guys and my SD card has snapped. So it may not look like that bad, but as you can see, it's pretty worn because I do film most days either for you guys or for UGC. And this is a big problem for me because I can't film on my phone. So I'm just going to run down to JB Hi-Fi and buy a new one. Also, Jazz came over last night and brought me this beautiful bunch of lilies. So ladies, and never settle. This is so cute and romantic. I love that he showed up to my door with these for absolutely no reason at all. I'm also really loving this outfit today. I made it my mission to get some more comfortable dresses that I could just throw on with absolutely anything that are super stretchy and comfortable. It's just sort of the way I like to have my wardrobe, so I can just reach for pretty much anything. And this one was just a newbie from Dish, and it comes in another colorway as well. So I thought that was really nice because I could see myself like putting a leather jacket over it and stuff once it starts to get a little bit colder. Now that the cleaning is done, I've actually just listed these two IKEA Dalford stools on Facebook Marketplace. So I purchased these back at my old apartment and they used to go with my island bench that I had there. If you guys are OGs, you'll remember how teeny tiny that little studio apartment was, but I just don't really like these here, especially because the kitchen has this black mesh backing and I just think they look a little bit dark. And also, just to be brutally honest, these are not comfortable at all. Like, I find myself never wanting to sit here and use the breakfast bar. So I've listed those and I actually found some really cool vintage stools in Port Melbourne that I'm gonna maybe go and pick up and do a little bit of a DIY with. I just picked out this beautiful new monochromatic jungle background for my laptop and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's a really beautiful vintage kind of print and it looks hand drawn. It's like all the little gorgeous etchings and things as well. It's just incredible. And I don't know why I just had a boring background color for so long, but this is your sign to upgrade to something nicer because it makes me so happy every time I open my laptop. I was gonna make myself a second coffee for the day, but I'm really trying to get out of that habit because it's very naughty, and working for myself and working from home means I have like direct access to the coffee machine 24/7. So instead of that, I'm gonna replace it with a green smoothie, and I thought I would just show you a couple of the ingredients that I'm putting in it because this was a really good energy booster for me. It's full of nutrients and I just think it's a much better replacement than me having yet another coffee for the day. So I've got my blender out already. I've also cut up a lime. I've got some frozen diced avocado that I just got at Coles. I like to use this organic unsweetened coconut milk, but you can just use whatever milk of your choice. I also have my Magic Mind, which I'm gonna pop one of those in there as well, and some spinach. So I'll also grab some ice out of the freezer, but that is roughly what I'm going to use to make this quick green smoothie. My secret ingredient in this smoothie is one of my Magic Mind daily wellness shots. It has so many beneficial ingredients such as matcha, nootropics, adaptogens, and it is really just a little powerhouse drink. The matcha boosts your energy, the adaptogens help you relax, and the nootropics keep you focused. It also has immune sort of vitamins popped in there as well, like vitamin C, D, and echinacea. Magic Mind is best served chilled, which is why I'm popping it into my smoothie because it's an easier way to add it in if you're someone who doesn't like drinking these little green things by themselves. And it's all backed by science. You can check all of the details out on their website. All you need to do is shake, breathe, and drink if you you want to have it by yourself. I usually have them chilled straight from the fridge, but like I said, today I'm going to do a little bit of something different and pop it into a smoothie. If you're interested in trying Magic Mind for yourself, I could not recommend it enough. I have been taking this for about 6 months now and I'm absolutely obsessed with the product. I'll leave all of the details and my links and everything in the description box down below. I just got home and I'm literally so hungry. I feel like I'm about to die. Like, you know, when you let yourself get to that hungry point of like actual pain. So I've just got a little hummus and crackers thing here that I'm gonna munch on, but I thought I would just give you a quick haul of everything I got because that was a pretty good little office workshop actually. And it's just a couple of things to like set me up for the business that I feel like I really need to just get on top of things. Because when I'm like in routine, really organized, have a to-do list, have a calendar, everything is really nice and flowing, then I feel really good. But kind of trying to run the two separate businesses, which is like social media stuff and previously like my job, but now social media stuff and the business, it's like I just need to have two clean streams of thought. So I thought the first useful thing to get would be some binders. So these are just those like old school ring binder things and they're just A4 size. They've got a plastic sleeve down the front. So I'm going to print like a nice little Canva graphic thing for each one. And one will be for We Are Former and the other one will be for like my social media stuff and UGC and things, because quite often I'll get sent like a brief for a brand. So like this one you saw me pick up at the post office before is from a brand called Olivio, and this is skincare. I'm pretty sure it's some content that I'm going to create for them, but there'll be a brief and I need to print it out of my emails and then pop it somewhere so that I can like order my day, because there's often like specific timelines for that. So that's what I want to use my like Perspex monthly wall calendar for as well. And on that note, I actually didn't have whiteboard markers because that planner was originally from Target and it was just like a really cheap one. So I think it came with like one very average like black marker. So I thought, you know what, I want to get super organized and I love color coding things because I'm like obsessed with stationery and stuff like that. So I found this, it's a 6-pack of whiteboard pens and there's all different colors. So there's orange, red, purple, blue, green, and black. And I just think that's going to be the easiest way because I can do myself a little legend and figure it out, and then each color can kind of correspond to what I need to do, whether it be like an Instagram post, the podcast episodes, something to do with a website, client jobs, whatever, and I can organize it all visually because I also use Notion, but I'm someone who just likes to have stuff right in front of me sometimes as well. And I found the world's cutest little whiteboard eraser. I think this was like $2 and it's weeny teeny, but it's all I need because the board itself is only really small as well. And I also got these gorgeous gold clips, like paper clips as well, because when I give clients their contracts in person or even via the mail as a hard copy for them to sign, I thought these would be really nice to attach to the documents instead of just like stapling it, because I want the entire brand to have the kind of love and care that will be with them for the design process, because my spaces are really like warm, they're full of soul, they're like very holistically designed overall. And even though that might sit for anywhere from a rental to high end, I still want people to feel really cared for. So kind of having some of those little things all organized is one of the nicest ways that I can like show people that. I also revived my Logitech keyboard that's like this really cute keyboard, because I'm going to do, I think, a bit of a desk makeover and just get everything organized. But I am very tempted to drag that desk out of my room and into the living room and just reorganize the whole apartment. But I did not have time for that today because of all the running around I had to do. And Anyway, I found it, and it's really cute, but I don't have the USB-C cable, and Officeworks has this brand called Otto, which I guess is like, I don't know, their own label or whatever. And they had this cable, I think it was $15. It's a 2-meter long cable. I'm sure I could have got one like, I don't know, for $10 if it was an ugly one, but we love aesthetics here on this channel. And they also had phone cases, pop sockets, and headphones, I think, all in this beige color as well. But they also had, I need to eat, sorry, I'm so hungry. They also had like apricot color and blue and all sorts of stuff. So if you're someone who likes to color coordinate everything, they actually have a really good range in there now. I feel like they've kind of stepped it up to compete with like Kmart and all of the other places. That's something from Bunnings, so stay on the Officeworks train. I think I got a handful of other things from Officeworks. One is a sticky tape roll dispenser. Again, just that Otto brand. It's just a plain black and white one that'll blend in with my desk. But I have forever bought those like crappy little sticky tape rolls that are just like single use. And first of all, single use plastic, massive no-no. If I can eliminate it from my life anywhere, I will. And I think stuff like that where you are just repeatedly buying stuff that's single-use plastic, you can identify and make those changes. So I've done that. And I also just got the cheapest sticky tape I could find. It was literally 99 cents for 4 rolls. And that's just because I feel like I'm always running around needing it and I can never find any. So now I'll have a roll on my desk and some spares in the drawer. And the very last thing I got from Officeworks was this pen, which is Copic markers. And a lot of people used to use these in architecture school back in the day to do our beautiful hand drawings with. But I just wanted to use one as a shading tool for when I'm doing drawings, because sometimes you can just use one shade and make it a little bit buildable and use it to highlight certain features of the sketch during a meeting. So I thought that would be really nice, and I got it in the color E43, which is dull ivory. It's kind of like a really nice like beigey sort of color, and I just thought that would be stunning. And then moving on to Bunnings, you would have seen that like massive foam board thing that I bought, and that's actually pin board. I got it in the white color and it was enormous, so I didn't bring it upstairs yet because I actually just cannot deal with that today. I was like so hungry and just headachy by the time I got home just then that I was like, you know what, that's tomorrow's job. So it's still in the back seat of my car, but what was it, 1.2 meters by 80 centimeters, and it was $32 for like this massive bit of pin board. And I actually really want to go to Spotlight and get some beautiful white linen and cover it. Even though it's already white, it's like essentially like acoustic felt, so I just want it to look much more high-end. And then I'm going to mount that up on my wall and put all my samples and things on it so I can kind of display things for my working projects as I'm doing them. And to hold that up, I had a little genius thought while I was there, because I didn't really want to do like those 3M sticky things on the back of them, because first of all, they're kind of shit and they always fall off if your stuff is too heavy, but predominantly because this will be a little bit heavier, but also I want it to look, I don't know, just a bit nicer than like something that's literally stuck onto my wall. And also those things have literally ripped off paint in my rentals before, and then when I leave I have to put it in the condition report that I've damaged the wall. So I thought I would try, again, a 3M brand, so it's not like I'm trashing them totally, but I got these, which are like these silver hanging hooks, if it'll focus on them, and these say they hold 1.3 kilos each. And my idea is to put them like this, and they can be on the base of the board, and then the board will slot into it like this and sit on the wall. So I thought that would look cool. They are more heavy duty than your ordinary thing. They're just like handbag hooks or something you might put on the back of the wall, but that DIY will be coming soon once I make a decision about where I'm going to put the desk. Just because I do really want to organize all those samples and just get my office going, because I've got a live project at the moment and I just have things that I need somewhere to put them and to be able to collate them other than just digitally on the computer. And the last thing was a staple gun. So I just got this one, which is the Craft Right brand. It was literally only $8.50, I think, so extremely affordable. It definitely didn't have the most glowing reviews online, but I don't care because I'm literally just using it to staple the linen onto the felt board thing, so the pin board. So I think it'll be totally fine. I've also already got some nice white pins in a drawer, which I had bought forever ago and never ended up using. So super excited for that. that'll be a fun way to do the DIY, and it already came with 100 staples as well. So hopefully it's good enough, and then I might be able to use it for some cute DIY projects, like if I ever want to reupholster some furniture and things, because that was my intention, to go and pick up those stools off Facebook Marketplace. And then true to form, the girl just like stopped responding as I was in Port Melbourne, and I'm like, whatever, I don't have time for this, because I need to get ready for the event at Crown that I'm going to tonight, which I don't even know if I've mentioned yet. But anyway, as I left and I was driving back home, she messaged me, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go tomorrow if I want them. So we'll see, but that's everything that I got. I'm gonna sit here now and eat the rest of this because I'm absolutely starving. And then, yeah, I'm actually going to an event tonight at Crown. Did I go somewhere else before? No, I just went to the post office. That's it. Yeah, so I've got an event tonight at Crown, and it is for a laser company, I think. It's like a beauty thing, but it's in the Crown Villas, which is like the fanciest part of Crown. I've been there once or twice before for functions, and yeah, it's just a launch thing. It's a like paid attend kind of content thing. So I'm gonna go there, do stories, get photos, all of that stuff. It's like cocktails and canapes and things. So I need to shower pretty much right now and get ready. And then Jazz is going to come to mine and meet me, and he is my +1. So we'll just go there for an hour or so, mix and mingle with everyone, and that should be really, really fun. So yeah, that's pretty much everything on for my evening. I'm just going to do a super easy dinner for us. So I'm going to get that ready as well, because we need to eat before we go. Because when places say canapes, I'm just like, I want a full meal. And then if I want to pick at any things that are going around, then I will. So yeah, I need to clean up all of this mess now as well. My clothes horse is still out, and I've got a couple of things that I need to hang up in my wardrobe, and I just want the place to be spotless and reset for the weekend. Dinner is going to be super simple. I'm just using some skinless salmon. I've got basmati rice, some broccolini. I will saute some mushrooms, and then I usually just put some of this crunchy chili oil blend on top of the salmon. So that's everything, and I'm going to get it started pretty soon.